Here's part 3. Alright, The Hangover. This was a movie I did not see in theaters. Something that I had heard a lot about. People kept quoting it. And I wanted to know if I was really missing out on that much. And truth be told, this is actually a pretty funny movie. It's not the funniest movie I've ever seen. Although I couldn't tell you what that title goes to. But a lot of people seem to think that it is like the funniest freaking movie ever, and it's pretty funny, but not that funny. And for me, it hasn't really held up that well on too many repeat viewings, so I only watch it every once in a while. I think I've maybe seen it 3 times since I've had it, and I got it when it first came out on DVD. So, good movie. I mean, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's pretty funny. Iron Man 1. Never saw this in theaters. Thought it was overhyped when I did see it. There's still some moments of cool in it, and it's just slow. Casting's good. Robert Downey Jr. is great, as always, but it's just a slow movie. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could have been shortened, but I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why Iron Man appeals more to the masses, because his origin story was very well explained, very in-depth. But, I mean, still a good movie, just not the best Marvel Studios movie made. Tropic Thunder. I love this movie. I saw this in theaters with a couple of my friends, and we all thought it was freaking hilarious. This is still really hilarious. Very quotable. Robert Downey Jr., priceless. He's freaking hilarious. There was some mild controversy in this because of its use of the word retarded. That personally doesn't bother me. If that bothers you, don't see this, because you will probably find it offensive. But if you find that funny, well, see it. I thought it was this is a funny movie. See it. Scott Pilgrim. I also got this one for Christmas. I really liked this. It was pretty funny. It's unlike any other movie you'll see, so at least I've seen, so that's disclaimer. It's a little bit bizarre, and that's kind of maybe might be a little bit off-putting for some, but it's entertaining, it's enjoyable, it's funny. There's some kind of video game like references in there. Some people I know just detest Michael Cera, and if you do, don't see it, because again, he's playing the same role he's pretty much played in since Arrested Development, however long ago that was. Also, that goes unmentioned. I do have all 3 seasons of Arrested Development. It's a TV show that Fox canceled, because Fox only cancels good TV shows. But I have a friend that's borrowing it right now, and I don't think he's watching any of it, so I'm probably just going to get it back. But Arrested Development and Scrubs are my favorite TV shows, and if you've never seen Arrested Development, go watch it. Really funny. But anyway, back to this. Good movie. You like video games. You don't mind Scott. You don't mind Michael Cera. See it. Raw Deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm a huge fan of Schwarzenegger and his terrible, cheesy action movies. This one I bought just because it was like $4. It's okay. It's actually got, like, the plot for this one is probably the best laid out of any of the Schwarzenegger movies that I've seen. So, as a consequence, it's not real over the top. So, it kind of loses some of its charm in that. The only real big action scene is the end. He's just an FBI agent against the mob, and he's trying to take him down. It's kind of slow, I guess. I've only watched it once since I had it. I mean, I guess I can't really recommend it. Unless you're huge into Schwarzenegger, or you find this really cheap, it's worth a watch, I guess. But I'll watch it again sometime, just not anytime soon. Law-Abiding Citizen. I have mixed feelings about this movie. I really liked it as I was watching it. Gerard Butler didn't think he had it in him. Makes a very good villain. It's kind of disturbing at points. He's just really into the role. Very good. I just feel like the ending was totally rushed and really just does a disservice to the rest of the movie. If you don't know, it's about Gerard Butler. His wife and child are raped and murdered by a pair of, it's a home intrusion thing. And Jamie Foxx's character makes a deal with one of them to go to death row, and then the other one gets free. Gerard Butler's character doesn't like that. A couple years later, he's basically back for revenge to take out the whole system. And the movie just keeps building up. People are dying. Gerard Butler feels like he's in control. And it leads you, at least I thought that this had a lot more time left than what it did. I feel like things were just really starting to hit the fan. And I don't know if they just ran out of money or ran out of ideas or what, but it ends rather abruptly, and I don't like it. Good movie, but the ending's just a little lackluster. Very lackluster. Halo Legends. I got this for cheap, the 2-disc special edition. I don't even remember what the second disc is. Basically, this is I think it's 6 or so different Halo animations done by several different Japanese directors. I used to be more into anime. Haven't really watched it. I used to really watch Dragon Ball Z and Gundam and a lot of stuff like that. I haven't watched any of that really since middle school. Maybe not even that, but if you're a big, huge fan of Halo, I'm not as much as I used to be, but there's still some pretty good stuff in here. Some of it's kind of lame. There's a really bad attempt at a comedy one that's just not funny, I don't think. But there's some pretty good ones in here. If you can find it cheap, check it out. You're a huge fan of Halo. Oh, Prince of Persia. I saw this in theaters. I had really high hopes for it, hoping that a good video game movie would finally be made. It looked promising. Jerry Bruckheimer films. This was all set up to be the next Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's really just... It's not as bad as some people say, I don't think. It's just okay. It's watchable, but it's just... It's okay. Jake Gyllenhaal and the female lead, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not going to say it, but they have no chemistry whatsoever. It's terrible. He's not particularly a good actor in this. I'm not saying he's miscast, but I don't know why a Persian guy's basically British, or whatever his accent is. I'm assuming that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's some cool moments in this. I really just bought it because I am trying to support the idea that video game movies do deserve a good budget. They just need better script writing. So, if you're on the fence about this, watch it, if only for that reason. That, support video game movies so more keep getting made, and hopefully we'll get a good one somewhere down the line. But it's not as bad as they say, but it's not great either. It's just okay, so maybe worth a buy when it's cheap or a rental. Alright, still got some more to go. Stay tuned for part